What's going on, everybody? Today it is finally the weekend, and it is Super Bowl weekend as well. We are breaking down some NBA, but we do have some NFL tomorrow. Definitely excited about that, having a Super Bowl party. Hopefully, you guys are as well. So, as normal, if you guys enjoy the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button for more NBA, Fanduel, and DraftKings lineup advice videos. We did not play Maine yesterday, so I don't really have no breakdown for you guys. Like I said, had some personal things I had to do yesterday, so did not have any premium for Maine. But if you guys want to come join us, we are totally back at it today. $6 day pass gets you one cash lineup and one GPP lineup, so basically $3 per lineup. And it's less than a cup of coffee. And like I said, we'll provide that for you for the main slate. We also have our after hours and express as well. If you guys are still interested in that, that is a combo by itself. Both of those combined are $25 per month if you just want after hours and express instead of main slate. And then main slate by itself is $30 per month. So like I said, Twitter will be in the comment section below. If you guys have any more questions or want to get signed up, hit us up on there. And like I said, hit that link right there. We'll get you guys all set up. And we do have our email down there as well if you guys want to get set up that way. And like I said, we can send you guys lineups through email. Alrighty, so like I said, we trade deadline is, like I said yesterday, the day before, it's all past us. We still have a couple guys that may or may not play for their new teams today. We will definitely break that down. So yeah, these times are all on the West Coast. So we're gonna go break down our first game, Jazz and Magic, with a 237 and a 7.5. And like I said, if I stutter a little more than normal, it's really early on the West Coast. I'm tired. So I apologize. So let's get into it. Utah and Orlando, we're going to go dive into. It's our first game, the only one that locks early. Everything else is a little bit later in the evening. For Utah, looks like Keontae George is now probable as I am doing this video. So I don't know what's going to go on with Collier and George. Maybe they start them together and then they put Bailey or somebody on the bench. I'm not sure. But as of now, Collier is obviously way too expensive. Keontae, I don't mind taking an $8,000 price tag. The biggest thing here is like I said, it's a 237 total, and that is massive for the Orlando Magic. So on the Utah side, I don't really have a ton because Keontae's back, so it makes them slightly healthier. I will say they haven't really been playing their veterans, right? Markkanen's been playing low 20s. Nurk's not even playing; they don't even care. They're still trying to tank. So um, if Nurk doesn't start again, and we should get a word on that, then Kyle Flipowski comes into play, even in a harder matchup. Jaren Jackson's back, so we'll have to see how that goes if he starts as well, and he'll probably play about 27 to 30 minutes or so. But um, I do like Flipowski. If Nurk doesn't start, that means he's probably not going to play Flipowski okay off the bench, but I would rather have Kyle start. But with Jackson officially being in, we'll have to see what they do with the starting lineup. But besides that, I don't really have too much on the Utah side. Orlando's side, they've been pretty dang good. Like I said, Utah, Isaiah Collier, he's still in play. Dude had, 22 assists the other day, but like I said, Kante coming back makes it a little less on him, but still not a bad play. But he doesn't have the ball in his hand as much. All right, excuse me. On the Orlando side, Paulo Banchero still not bad. $9,000 probably gets you 22 points, 23 points, 8 rebounds or so. Not too bad of an option. Kind of priced right where he should be though. Desmond Bane's in an okay spot. If anything, I'd probably take a shot on Jalen Suggs. Did pretty good last time. 6 for 9. Didn't shoot a ton, but was really productive everywhere else. So don't mind looking at him. Probably around 33 to 35 for him. You can go to Anthony Black instead if you want to go on a little less ownership. But Black's minutes haven't really been crazy the last couple. He was playing high 30s. Now he's playing low 20s. Sorry, high 20s. So we'll have to see on that one. But yeah, if anything, probably Suggs. I think you can take a shot with Bane and GPPs. He's all over the place, but it's Utah, so it's a fast-paced game. Charlotte and Atlanta. Like I said, Charlotte has been playing a little bit better as of recently. We do have a 231 1.5 spread by the Charlotte Hornets. So we'll have to see what's going on. Once again with the Conwu, if he's not going to be able to play, Jock Landale's in a pretty good spot. I will say Moses Diabate is a lot better, has made this defense a little bit better. Jock Landale's still in a playable spot, though, at 54 if he starts. I don't think I need Jalen in this one, 11-5. I think there's other spots you can go. Like I said, Charlotte defense not too bad recently. They really have been playing better. Don't mind looking at Miles Bridges, underpriced in a faster paced game here. Corey Crispert's okay, but I don't know if I'm going to go to him today. Brandon Miller, Con Knuckle, just depends on who's going to pop off. And then looks like Ball still slightly limited with his minutes. So Miles Bridges, Diabate are worth the look. Jock Landale if Economo's out again. And like I said, kind of flip-flop Miller or Con Knuckle as well. So that's kind of what we got going on that one. Denver and Chicago. We got a 232, 5.5 here by the Denver Nuggets. All right, let's go break down the Chicago side because once again, I don't know what they were doing. Like they're they're literally the point guards of the NBA now. They have so many point guards and shooting guards. It's insane. I mean, just look at this. You got Giddy, you got Jones, you got Simons, Ivy, Sexton, Ukai. Matt McClung came out of nowhere. Rob Dillingham, like, why in the world, Chicago? You don't have a center. Well, they kind of do, but yeah, not the greatest matchup here for Chicago guys, guards wise, but I mean, Jaden Ivey's still worth a look, right? He's going to want to prove himself. He's going to want to get a contract. He hasn't really been playing great, Well, it's not really his fault. He hasn't really been able to get minutes, so maybe he can prove himself here and have a breakout second half. So I don't mind looking at Jaden Ivey here. Um, so if Jalen Smith plays, I think he's a solid option. I know it's not the greatest matchup, but he's in a good spot. He has been limited on his minutes. Nick Richards is here, and he is now available to play. So we'll see. I'm very intrigued to see what Chicago does here because if Nick Richards starts and Smith, let's say, is out, I like Nick Richards. If Smith starts, Richards not in play, Smith is in play. One guy that I really want to mention here, and I have no idea why FanDuel did not price him up, but if Jalen Smith is out, I'll probably have at least 30% of Yabusele. I mean, you have to. This dude absolutely popped off against Toronto. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. This guy is $3,500, people. Got to put him in there. Like I said, there's a lot of situations. If Smith, plays here, I'm a little Like I said, he did get that with Smith in there, but we'll have to see. Let's see what they do here, especially with Nick Richards being in there. So I don't know. We'll see. But 3,500, you got to take a couple shots. If Smith is out, definitely, like I said, helps him out a little bit more. On the Denver side, I just don't really have too much in this one. Slam dunk, Jackson Hayes, Carter Bryant. Okay. Hopefully, there's more in this too. Um, oh, Strafwaller's back. Hmm. Okay. Well, I still don't have anybody in that Denver side. Moving on, Golden State and Lakers. So this is where there's a little bit of value here. Luka's out. It did not look good last time out for him. Austin Reeves obviously popped off like a firecracker. So I don't know if he'll do that again. You can look at it. You can look at him. Smart comes back into play. I did watch that game and Smart looked lost. He was throwing air balls everywhere, but he's still in play. Jake. Is in play as well. He didn't look too bad. Rio Hachimura got some pretty good minutes off the bench. Jackson Hayes is back after getting in a fight with the mascot or whatever he did. I forget exactly what he did, but he's back, so that hurts Vanderbilt a little bit. So I don't know. LeBron looks like poo poo, so I don't really have anything. I really don't from this side on the higher end. Um, Smart, I guess, and Jake from State Farm. That's really it. That's all I got on that side. Golden State, once again, they're limiting Draymond. They're not really playing him. Santos comes into play. Pacheski got sick apparently, and that was cool because I had him a lot of my MMA. Um, sorry, MME. Sorry, my Melton Mass Inners. Melton obviously comes into play. No Curry, 5,700. Really not too bad there. And then Melton and Spencer are in really good spots. So definitely going to want a couple of those guys. Moving on a little quicker, Philly and Portland. If Booker plays, comes into play 8,100. If there's no limit restriction, Grayson Allen's out. If Booker and Allen are out, Jordan Goodwin definitely comes into play. Gillespie comes into play even a little bit more. If Green is out as well, all those guys, Cole Anthony comes into play. I don't have too much on this side. For Philly, if Joel Embiid is out, obviously Drummond comes into play. If Embiid does play, I think Dominic Barlow still a half decent play as a cash game play. Cleveland and Sacramento should be a blowout back to back here for Sacramento. We'll see if there's any of these guys that sit like Westbrook. Dennis Schroeder should be an interesting spot, but probably going to be limited in his minutes. Sabonis probably going to be back in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple, like I said, Sacramento guys sat, but I really just don't have time. I think Allen's in an okay spot as well, but blowout concern is massive here. Memphis and Portland, these guys just played each other last night. It's a back-to-back for both of them, obviously. 234, 8.5 here by Portland Trailblazers, which I do not agree with the 8.5 at all whatsoever. That is terrible. I would be betting all over that. And the reason why I say that, Robert Williams is out. Shaden Sharp is probably going to be out. Scoot Henderson is out. Yeah, they might get Danny Avila back, but 8.5? Dang, that's crazy. Um, yeah, if Robert Williams is out, Donovan Clingan comes into play. If Danny Avila comes back, he's still going to be limited in his minutes, though. He's been out for 3 or 4 games, so I don't know why he's at 8.5. Kamara's all right. Grant's all right if Denny's out. Krejcik definitely comes into play if Sharp is officially out. Drew Holiday's an all right play, but still limited on his minutes. And then over here on the Grizzlies side, and the reason why I say why in the world is it 8.5? Ty Jerome is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, who's Ty Jerome? Ty Jerome is an absolute monster the last 3 games. 31, 38, and 42 in 20 minutes. This guy he's like, let me play. He's a little expensive. He is for 20 minutes. You're really hoping for an upside. But if you're betting the spread, I'm all over that spread. Cam Spencer's going to come into play, right? He can shoot the ball. He had 33 last time out. I know it wasn't that great last game, but I know I just think this game might be a little different tonight. Um, Scottie Pippen probably going to be out. KCP probably is going to play. Jalen Wells probably gets a slight downgrade. Um, we'll see if anybody else sits here, but like I said, Santal Dama's back as well. So I just don't get why it's at 8.5. So maybe it's because of Kyle Henderson. I hope you guys get that joke. Okay, so that is mostly it, everybody. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Saturday with me and breaking down the NBA slate. And hopefully, this advice helped you guys out a little bit. If it did, leave a like. We appreciate it. If you want to get in on premium, like I said, Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that blue link. That link will take you right to where Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll follow you guys back and get you guys all set up. Or if you just simply have questions about your lineup, you want some advice, we'll help you guys out. And same thing for email. We'll set you up for premium, or if you guys want some advice that we didn't mention, or you want us to help you guys, break down your lineup, we'll do as much as we possibly can. So earlier the better, though. Once it gets towards lock, I really can't help too much because I'm focusing on stuff. So, but once again, thanks for watching. We will have a video for Sunday. Just remember, Sunday is very, very early. I will probably have a video tonight because tomorrow is really early because of the Super Bowl, so they have all the games very, very early on the West Coast. So, all right, thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Have a safe and fun super, you know what, and we'll see you guys in the next one.